love something, you cherish it with your whole heart. And what it is part of deaf culture. It's very important. It's a very famous sign. This happens to be Deaf Awareness Week, so it's a great time to have Deaf Kisses here. This is a great opportunity for me to show everyone a little bit about deaf culture. Does everyone know who I am here? Some people do, some people don't. Well, let me introduce myself. My name is Karen Naples. I work here as a teacher at UNCG, but I have a couple other responsibilities, a lot actually. A lot. I'm also an advisor. And I also plan today's wonderful event, so whoo, a lot of work for me. There's a special person here I'd like to introduce. She's actually the chairperson of the Department of Specialized Education. And her name is Bonnie Billingsley. Dr. Bonnie Billingsley. Can you please stand up? Oh, we're so happy you're here. Thank you so much for coming. I hope you enjoy our show. Now, I don't know if you guys have seen these waving hands. You see what's going on here? What is this? You know, is it clapping? What? You know, deaf people can't hear, clearly. We need something visual, a visual symbol of approval. Therefore, you have the waving hands. So if you really enjoy something, throw your hands in the air and show us. I also have another person I'd like to introduce. Joseph Hill. Let me rephrase that. Dr. Joseph Hill. Welcome, here he is. He's super tall. Now, he recently graduated from the Gallaudet University with a PhD, folks. Woo! That's what I'm proud of. He's also recently a teacher here, and we are so lucky to have him here at UNCG. Not only that, but he also has recently written a book, The Hidden Treasure of Black ASL. And he signed it, my copy, for me. That's right. Oh, let me reintroduce this book here. It's The Hidden Treasure of Black ASL. Now, he has studied in various countries, various sign language. Years ago, it wasn't as it was today. The schools were separated. Did you guys know that? There was a black deaf school as well as a white deaf school. So they were segregated. The signs were completely different, and Joseph Hill here has studied the differences in the sign language. They're very different, and he picked out a few things that are really interesting. Can you show them, do you mind? Sure. Hello.
I'm sure that you know that some people are clueless about sign language. And you need to make sure that sign language is just the same worldwide. But that's not true. They're all different. All places have their own sign language system. So here in the United States, you know, we have American Sign Language, right? But still, within our country, the signs vary. And we have regional signs, northern signs, southern signs, eastern signs, western signs, they're all different. Also, you know, there's the older generation, and their signs are completely different from those of the younger generation. Men and women also sign differently. People of different races also have different signs as well. In comparison to today, from way back in the day, the signs are very, very different. So the book that was written is not just by myself. There were other people. I had a team. one person's name was Cecil Lucas. And he's a professor at Gallaudet. Helped me write the book. And then there was also Caroline McCaskill. And then finally, the last person was hearing, very intelligent hearing person. Did a lot of statistical work for us. And that was Robert Bailey. Studied 3 questions. The first one, what did black ASL look like? What were the signs? Role shifting, facial expressions. And you know that within the hearing population, there's also African American vernacular English. I've studied this over the years. Also studied their dialect and found that there are quite a few differences. And that was our third question. For the first question, I focused on the southern states. So back in the old times, the laws required that the schools be segregated. So this is what caused different variations of sign language. I studied 17 schools and also Washington, D.C. Specifically, I studied 6 states, North Carolina, their school in Raleigh, Virginia, Arkansas, Louisiana, and there was one more, Texas. I think that's all of them. Okay. So I gathered a group of students, took them on a picnic, had some interviews, asked people to come and show their different signs. And I asked this of the older black deaf population that went to the segregated schools. I did one-on-one interviews with those people. I also included the younger generation in these interviews. I studied to see if the signs had changed in the younger generations or if they had stayed the same. Our findings, you know the sign for cow and have, deer, they typically are two-handed signs. They're known as standard signs. So when I did the comparison between black signs and white signs, I noticed that two-handed signs were used by the African American population in comparison to the white deaf population that used one-handed signs. So I found that the black deaf population used more two-handed or standard signs. And then I asked, the older black deaf generation, what are some of your signs that are different from the signs that are used today? So in North Carolina, in the Raleigh School for the Deaf, these are the signs for towel. Other ones include, that's movie, our sign for movie in American Sign Language. But in black deaf sign from the Raleigh School for the Deaf, they use this sign for movie. The palm orientation has changed. And then this is the ASL sign for science. But the black deaf sign was this. Boss would be this. Notice notice the difference between these. That's bathroom. They're very, very different signs. And they're rarely used today. Now we'll discuss signs from Texas. Important. Others include, when a person is dressed nice, they look rather sharp. You might find cool. Then next, I'll show you chicken. Bathroom. Okay, now we'll discuss Virginia. For example, pregnant. That's a sign for stuck. Orange. Socks. Dirty. Birthday. So those were some examples from the older signs, from the Black Deaf community, from those different states. Now you don't really see those signs as much. So the younger Black Deaf people typically follow the signs of today. You know that African American folks use African American vernacular English. That would be in rap music and hip hop. We also see that included in signs. They take that from the songs and incorporate it into their signs. That's a sign for tight. Like, that's tight. I know that's right. That means, yes, I agree. Girl, please. Girl, please. Another one is, oh, my bad. Another example. Notice you see a girl, sign, dang. What is different? Ooh, dang. Okay, and the last one from Alabama. Stop. Tripping. Stop tripping. So those are some examples. Now, if you'd like to see more, you can check out my book. There's also a DVD included in the book. So you can watch DVD, you can see the signs from the different states. There are 3 different people signing, myself, Carolyn, and there's also another woman. She's a teacher's assistant. She is incorporated in that DVD as well. You really enjoy watching that. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that. That was great. Wow. Let you know that there's going to be a test. Got it? Are you guys ready? Just kidding. Don't worry. I'm kidding. All right. I have a little bit of housekeeping for you all before the actors start. I want to thank a few people here. First, I want to thank the exhibitors for coming today. There's one in particular. Relay North Carolina, please stand up. Thank you so much for your sponsorship. You'll notice in the back of our program, the last page on the back, we have some advertisements there representing North Carolina Relay. Thank you so much. We're so excited to have you here. Also, I want to thank all the UNCG students who have volunteered here today. Thank you so much for your help. You really made this possible. Thank you. Last but not least, there's another group I'd like to thank, the UNCG student interpreters, located right in the front here. They're in their internship, and they are learning constantly every day and voicing, whoo, what a challenge. Woo! Thank you so much. They work so hard. Oh, and what a great experience this has been for them. Okay, one other thing, parking. I think there are signs saying that parking is across the street in the deck. When you leave, be aware that you do have a ticket. However, don't panic, you're not paying anything, because today is free. So drive up to the bar. Drive slow, please, we don't want any accidents, come on now. When it lifts, go ahead and go through. You don't need to pay for a thing, okay? Don't worry, don't panic. It's free today, all day. The bar will open, I promise. Okay. Are you guys ready to rock? Now I'd like to introduce our master of ceremony. His name is the famous Frank Griffin. Welcome, Frank!
Hello, everyone. Thank you, Karen. Hey, are you all excited to be here? Give me a big round of applause. Let me know you're here. Are you ready for tonight's performance? I bet you're getting excited. You've been waiting months and months for this performance, and now we're ready. But first, I introduce to you the national anthem. We're not going to sing it, but we're going to sign it. And you get to see it in ASL. I introduce to you Craig Blevins. Good afternoon. My name is Craig Blevins. And I want to sign for you the national anthem. I wish somebody had brought a drum in order to keep the rhythm for me. So if you could all stand and please join with me in singing the national anthem. Actually, join with me in watching this beautiful signed version. Wow, big round of applause. Thank you, Craig. Thank you. Hope all of you recognize the signs and were able to follow along with the music in your head. You can see his facial expressions are wonderful. Thank you so much, Craig. Now I'd like to introduce you, Brad Harding. Brad, come on out here. Woo! Woo!
Hello, hello, everybody. All right. Now, this next story is a real story that's really happened. A few weekends ago, I went to go visit my friend at his house, and we were just hanging out, chilling. And, you know, Little League Baseball, for kids playing baseball. He has a son, he was involved in that. He was so cute, so he was at his baseball game. So I arrived at my friend's house, and I asked him, where's your son at? He said, oh, he's at the game. So we just sat there, started chatting, and we were just talking. All of a sudden, his son arrives, runs to the door, gives me a hug. Hey, Brad, how are you? Oh, that's great. How are you doing? I'm good. How was your game? What's up? Oh, I just got done with my game. I was playing. How was it? Oh, I was responsible for the winning run. Really? How was that? I dropped the ball, so the other team won. Oh, man. Get it? Everybody get it? Help your team member if they don't get it. Oh, my goodness. Help your neighbor. Tell them about it. Okay. Now, my next story is a real story again. Yesterday, we went to Deaf Awareness Day at the zoo. Who went? Raise your hand if you went. Yeah, well, I was one of them. I went there. I went with some friends, with the group. We were just walking, looking at the different exhibits, looking at the different animals, just looking at everything. It was beautiful. And my group went up to look at the monkeys. They're like, oh, look at the baboons. They're having so much fun playing, wrestling. Look how cute they are. And then we noticed that a little monkey was trying to copy us. He saw us signing. We were like, oh, what's he saying? I don't know what he's saying. But we saw the zookeeper walking in the background in the cage. He had a gasoline jug. What is he doing? Okay, so he sets it down. So I asked my friend, what is he doing up there? Oh, just ignore him. Look at the monkey. So we started looking at the monkey, and then the man leaves and leaves the gas can just sitting there. Hey, man, hey, get the can. That's dangerous. So the monkey goes up to the can, pushes it over, and it spills out everywhere. What is that? So he licks it up. So we start hollering at the trainer, hey, get him, this is dangerous. So the trainer looked at us, what are they doing? They're moving their hands, I don't know what that means. So we start jumping up and down, get him. The monkey jumps up and down, everywhere, all over the cage. What do we do? Help him. And passes out. Oh, the monkey, get him, help him, he just passed out. Oh, he just ran out of gas. All right. Now, the next thing is going to be a lot of fun. We did it last year. Remember the telephone game? You ready to play it again? I need some volunteers. Some volunteers, please. Some people to come up here. Other people? More. Come on. I know you're out there. Who are my volunteers? I need one more. Carl, come on, Carl. I need you all to get in the line. Line up down there. I don't know. It's going to be a surprise. Come on. Just be the last person. All right. Who knows about the telephone game? All right. Well, this is what's going to happen. I'm going to sign to them, and they're all going to look the other way so they can't see me. This person's going to see what I said, sign to her, and then she's going to tap the next person and sign to them, and then on down the line. The last person's going to sign it back to me, and we're going to see if it's right or wrong. But hold up, we got a little bit of surprise. We're going to do tactile, which is for deaf and blind communication. Usually use interpreting. You guys ready? So you got to close your eyes and do tactile. So here's what's going to happen. Watch. I'm going to sign like this, and then she's going to turn around and do that in the person's hands. You guys ready? You ready? Are you nervous? Are you nervous? Turn the other way. Go the other way. All right. You guys ready? Oh, I forgot what I was going to say. Hold on. Let's see. Yeah, here it is. Okay. All right, look at me. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Come on. What a cheater. Close your eyes. Okay, fine. He fingerspelled the word sad. ABG? ABG. Wrong. I figure spelled soda. Just kidding. Soda. Again, we're going to do it again. Now close your eyes and turn around. All right, here we go. He's signing Deaf Kiss Fist, just so you guys know. Look at her facial expression. What's up with that? Parents? I'm sorry, what'd you say? Home? Parents home? Your parents home? No. I signed Deaf Kiss Fist. Deaf Kiss Fist, not parents home. Good. All right, the third one. Now turn around, close your eyes. Password is ASL wow. Look at her facial expression. One more time. ASL what? ASL what? Is that right? ASL what? What'd I say? You gotta show me what I said. ASL wow. ASL woo. Good. Thank you so much.
Okay, everyone, that Brad, he's wonderful. But he's not done. Here he is to perform another skit from Whose Line Is It Anyway? Do you know that TV show, Whose Line Is It Anyway? Well, we have a little skit we're going to perform here, a little game, and it's called The Worst Date Ever. I'm sorry, the worst dating service. There's some bachelors here that he really wants to date. And he's going to ask them some questions, so here we go. Now imagine that these three gentlemen are beautiful women. But they're very unique characters, and something has happened to each of them. But Brad doesn't know what. He's going to ask them questions to find out. And Brad is totally clueless. Will you help me? Yes, I'll help you. When he's finished signing, he must guess who each person is. Okay? Now, help him figure it out, okay? You help me. No, I'm sorry. I'll help you. Find the perfect sweetheart for you. A beautiful, lovely sweetheart. Give a round of applause for these beautiful fellas. Oh, this is going to be so beautiful. A date for you, Brad. Oh, yeah. Lucky man. Now, ask them questions and find your perfect mate.
date together. Where are we gonna go? Wow, that's it? Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Okay, I'm finished, thanks.
All right, bachelor number 2. If 2 of us go out to a restaurant to go eat, where are we going?
We're gonna go to an Elvis restaurant.
Okay. Bachelor number 3. Hello down there. Movie. If you and I go to a movie, or something, where are we gonna go see?
I want to see Star Wars. That's my favorite movie.
Okay, good. All right, excuse me. Ooh, out here. Ooh, he's dancing over there. That's number 1. Yeah, you. Hey. Hey, bachelor number 1. Hey, he's ignoring me. What is wrong with you? Bachelor number. Hey, you right there. I have to ask you a question. Yeah, you. All right. Neverland. To Neverland.
What's wrong with me? I'm getting crazy here, folks. Woo!
Well, what are we gonna do? I don't know. Okay. Wow. Woo. All right, bachelor number 2. If you and I go on vacation, where are we gonna go? Are we going to Los Angeles? Where?
Oh, baby. Let it keep tonight. Can't stop going. We can go to night Barbie and have a big.
Okay. Hey, bachelor number 3. Are you okay? You sick?
Oh, yeah, I just have a little.
Okay. Well, hey, look over here. Hey, not you. I'm not talking about you. Yeah, bachelor number 3. If you and I go out around town, where do you think we're gonna go? What are we gonna do for fun?
I don't know. Maybe we'll fly around outer space.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, that'd be really cool.
All right, that's cool. Cool, good.
Aren't they beautiful, these contestants? Who do you think number 1 is?
Woo, it's getting hot in here.
Bachelor number 1.
Bachelor said Elvis. That's number 1 to Elvis, no?
Give him some help. Come on. Feed him. Michael Jackson. He is on fire. Woo! Bachelorette number 1 is hot.
Literally on fire.
So who is it?
I don't know. I think bachelor number 2 is Ann.
Who is it? Come on.
He's
You
got
know.
ants in his pants. Oh, can you guys tell me, is it Elvis?
Yeah. My leg keeps shaking. It's going through me. That's right. It's Elvis. Bachelorette number 3.
I don't know, somebody from Star Wars, I guess, flying around the plane.
Who is it?
Any help? Anybody? Darth Vader, maybe?
That's right. Oh, you know, he talks like he has a cold. Thank you for your help, audience. Thank you very much. And give a round of applause to our contestants.
All right, everybody look over here. Just let you know, my next performance is going to be with me and Michael McDaniel. We are with the Worst Dating Service. We're going to put on different costumes and then say a line. It's like a pickup line that we would say to our dates that we would come across. You and I are going to the future together. We're going back to the future. You like smokers? You accept, will you let me smoke in here? You wanna dance? Let's rock dance. You want to?
I am the oldest man in the world.
You like my hair? You wanna play a game? I promise I'll be nice. It'll be a nice game. I love you.
Oh, hi. I'm President Bush. I'm President of the United States. I need a shave.
My favorite. Kill the snake. Got the snake.
You wanna play? What's your favorite scary movie? You wanna play Xbox?
Hey, you want to come sit on my lap, baby?
you want to date me Friday night? Friday the 13th.
No, I don't want to. But, no. I want to watch TV. It's too hot in here.
Anybody want to do some mime with me?
Forward to the left, to the right. Oh, yeah, baby. Come on. Oh, yeah. Take a right.
Fly, look at me, I can fly. Come fly with me, please. Come on, ladies. I can fly. I'm free as a bird. Oh, I got perfect in my eye. Woo! It's dangerous up here.
Thank you all very much. Big round of applause for them. All right, what do you think of that? Whew, I really enjoyed that. Oh, my wife is better looking in those photos than I do with you, honey. Where are you? There you are. Oh. Now, it just occurred to me a little story I wanted to tell you. There was an elderly couple around 50 years old. The husband, he thought that suspected that his wife's hearing was declining, so he figured he'd give her a little test. So they sat in the living room together. There was a sofa and a rocking chair. The wife was accustomed to sitting at the end of the sofa and the husband on the rocking chair. And he thought to himself, I'll just ask her a question and see if she's listening. So I said, honey, do you hear me? I didn't hear anything. So I moved closer. Honey, do you hear me? I moved closer to her, right next to her, put my arm around her, turned my head away, and I said, honey, do you hear me? My wife said, yes, for the third time. What do you want? Oh no. I think it's my hearing that's going, not hers. And now, Bethany, please, come on up and share some of your experiences.
Hello, everybody. How are you doing today? Good, I hope. I haven't seen you in a long time. Well, I know we've all heard stories from North Carolina School for the Deaf and also Kentucky School for the Deaf from our famous and cherished Lemuel. But now I have a different approach. I actually went to the Tennessee School for the Deaf. It's in Knoxville, Tennessee. It was established a long time ago in 1845 in Knoxville. The property actually moved. It was near the railroad, and that's really hazardous to people's health, so we actually moved the location. Question for you guys, a little bit off the point, but is anyone familiar with Emily Dickinson, a very famous poet from England? Well, if you do, her uncle actually owns the property. He owned the property. How cool is that? It's kind of neat to have a famous connection. I just want to share that with you. Well, there's a lot of history here. Going back to the Civil War, around that time the school closed for a couple of years because it became part of the Red Cross Hospital. When the war was over, the school reopened again. It's been open ever since. And now I have a ghost story that was shared at the summer camp. It happened a long time ago, around the time period, well, right after the Civil War. The area has a lot of cows, a lot of farmland, and the high school boys, their responsibility was to milk the cows every morning. Every morning they had to wake up super early and milk the cows, and then go back to the school and continue on with their day. Well, one year, there was a high school boy And he really loved to sleep. We could not wake him up. People could not wake him up for anything. He would sleep through anything. So one day, a homeless man arrived on the property of the Tennessee School for the Deaf. And he saw these boys, and they were really in the fancy uniforms with the gold buttons, and oh man, he thought these boys looked really rich. And he started getting some ideas in his head. He's homeless, we needed money, and these boys kept leaving in the morning, so he decided one day to go in. What happened was the boys were waking up, and the one boy was out cold. There was nothing they could do to get him up. So they went on their way, they milked the cows, and the homeless man's like, here's my chance. I'm gonna go in, and I'm gonna get me some riches. So he went into the dorms, and he started stealing things, and all of a sudden he realized there was a boy there. He didn't know what to do, he was stuck. He killed the boy. He left. The boy was dead, nobody saw what happened. The boys came back from milking the cows to see blood all over the floor. And actually, there's blood still there today. There's blood appearing on the floor today. So that's my story. Thank you folks very much.
All right, yeah. Now, I have a little special joke for you, or a little special surprise for you. My daughter, who is deaf, she's 2 years old, and she just learned a new song, the ABC song. You know that one. Do you want to come up and perform it? Come on, Natalie. Come on. My daughter's name is Natalie, and she will come up and perform, sign her ABCs. So, if you wonder, children, who learn sign, she started when she was 6 months old. Okay, come on over. Around.
What? You are.
What? We're here at Deaf Kiss Fist. She's shy. Come on, come on. Hey, sign your ABC song for us.
Song?
Are you ready? A, B, C, E. Come on, sign. A, B. Come on, join me.
A, B, C, D, Mom, C, C, Mom, C, D, E, Mom.
There's a lot of practice put with all of you there. She did it wonderfully this morning, but now she's shy with everybody in the audience.
H, I, J, K, L, M, N, P, Q, V, Y, Z, A, B, C.
Oh, shucks. Well, all of you, the economy is so bad. The economy is so bad. You know that I went to this woman in a furniture factory, and she had just been laid off. She worked for 25 years with this factory, and then suddenly her job has been terminated. So she went home, and she finally realized that she never really met anybody in the neighborhood. So she went out, and she saw there a man in a lemon grove selling lemons at a lemonade stand. Oh, He had a help wanted sign posted there, and she thought to herself, sure, maybe I'll go talk to him. The fellow was sleeping, so I woke him up. Oh, excuse me, sir, but I noticed your sign, and I noticed you needed some help. Do you mind if I work for you? Sure, I could use some help. I need people to help me pick some lemons. Do you know how to pick lemons? And the woman said, yeah, I have some experience. Yeah, I have some experience finding lemons. You know, I've been divorced 3 times, and each husband is a lemon. So it's just a little joke. So now I'd like to introduce to you Mr. Charles Webster. Give him a round of applause. Hello, everyone. Hello.
Hi. I have a joke, and it's called Jungle. There's a man who flew all the way to Africa. He landed and got out of the plane. And then an African man approaches with a suitcase. What do you need this suitcase for? It's got the gun in it, so just don't worry. Okay. So the 2 men go on safari. They see this place with all these trees. You ready to hunt some lions? You ready? Let's go. Why don't you have a gun? The African man asked the other man. I don't need a gun. Don't worry. Don't worry. All right, whatever, said the African man. So they're going through the brush, looking for lions. See that lion? Oh, here he comes. Here he comes, and he's running. So the man gets his gun ready, loads his gun up. The lion's just running. Just put the gun down. Put the gun down. He pulls out, check out my violin. Him. So he plays the violin feverishly. And the lion's just running, coming after him. And the man just continues to play the violin. And the lion passes out. Asleep. What? Did you see that? Wow. What? Amazing. So they pack it up. You ready to go again? Yeah, I guess so. So they're rumbling through the brush. The African man spot a huge king lion. The lion's got huge teeth, and he's just barreling down. His mane is just flying in the wind, and he's barreling down on the 2 men. So he pulls his gun out. Again, I told you, I got this. Let me just get the violin, put him to sleep, same as I did last time. So he gets the violin out, starts playing feverishly. Sweat bullets, because the lion is just coming after him, getting closer and closer. So the African man shoots him dead. You're lucky I shot him. Why? The lion's dead. All right. Okay, I have another joke. It's called Motorcycle. Who has a motorcycle? Anyone? One person? What's your name? Jamie? Jamie. Excuse me. Come on, Jamie and I. You mind if I? All right. James and I were looking at cars, checking out motorcycles. Woo! Check that out. That is rather shiny. Ooh, wow, that's a wonderful motorcycle. Can I get out? Oh, wow, it has a GPS? technology is really advanced. Whew. So the salesman comes over. Can I help you? Yeah, I'd like to ride the motorcycle. I just need a helmet. All right, I'll get you a helmet. Put the helmet on with the visor, all decked out. Get on the motorcycle, check me out. Put on my riding gloves, check my mirrors. The seat moves, it's an adjustable seat. What? Check me out. Let's start it up. The power, woo! Goodness gracious. All that power. Woo! Lots of horsepower with this thing. Popping, wheeling, trees going past me, just getting it, just flying down the road. Woo! About 100 miles per hour, just going. Oh, what's going on? Oh, I need a token in the arcade. Okay, the next joke I have is called Miracle. Miracle. I'll use this for miracle. So a miracle man came in with an interpreter and they were having a discussion. Miracle man said, I've picked 3 different people. There's a man in a wheelchair, a blind man, and a deaf man. Alright, so the interpreter called the man in the wheelchair, called the blind man, and also called the deaf man into the room. What's up? Why are we here? The interpreter said, just relax. The miracle worker's here. He wants to talk with you. Okay. So the miracle man asked the deaf man, what would you like? Do you want to become hearing? He also asked the man in the wheelchair if he wants to walk again, and the blind man if he'd like to see. So the miracle worker thought about it. The deaf man thought, if I become hearing, I can hear music, I might be able to get a better job. So the miracle man said, are you ready? So first went the man in the wheelchair. You ready? Yes. What is your wish? Let's see, I want to play sports, I want to be able to swim, I want to be able to run, do all these things. Okay, sure. So the miracle man puts his hands on the man in the wheelchair's legs and shakes them. And the man in the wheelchair hops up and does some dance. Thank you so much. And he heads out. Whew, I'm so excited. Next is the blind man. What's your wish? I can't see. I want to see the world. I want to see all the beautiful things the world has to offer. I want to see my beautiful daughters. I want to see my girlfriend. Okay. So he does the same thing, puts his hands on his face and shakes it. And then the blind man opens his eyes and he can see. Oh, I can see. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. I'm not touching. What happened to the deaf guy? Where did he go? He's gone. Why did he leave? And the interpreter and the miracle worker, they were searching for the deaf man. He looked all over the place. Opening doors. Can't find him anywhere. And they see him under the table. No, the deaf man said, no, I'm sorry, I don't want it. I don't want to hear. I really, really appreciate my Social Security. Okay, the last one is fishermen. There was 2 men there on a pond, and there's a preacher in the park. He's preaching to his congregation, everyone's there listening, but the men in the boat are ignoring him. It really bothered the preacher to see that the men in the boat weren't paying him any mind. They just went ahead fishing. And the preacher was really wondering why they weren't involved in his sermon, but he continued to preach anyway. And then after the sermon was over, he walked over to the men in the boat. Why aren't you involved in my sermon? I prefer to fish. Sorry. It's kind of far away. Yeah. I can see you just fine. I'm not interested. Yeah. Oh, okay. So they continue to fish. Oh, by the way, would you like to join us? Oh, yeah, sure, absolutely. What time? Saturday around 6 in the morning. exactly 6 o'clock. Oh yeah, sure, I'll see you then. So the men looked at each other. Next Saturday morning, sure enough, the preacher came at 6 o'clock. He brought his tackle box, he had his hook and his bait and his line. He had all his things gathered. So the 3 men get in the boat. They went out about 100 feet from the store. Then they started to have a conversation. And they're just fishing. The preacher started to preach, and they just kind of ignored. Yeah, I'm listening, but yeah, okay. Just continue fishing. Excuse me, I have something. I have to go get my hook. I left my hook, it's broken. So he got to the boat and appears to walk on water. The preacher sticks his hand in the water and, wait, this is water. How's he walking on water? Yeah, he's been doing it for years. But how? But this water's deep. So the man walks back. How'd you do that? I don't know. So they continue to fish. They're just hanging out, enjoying their day. And the second fisherman said, oh, I really need, the preacher said, oh, I need to go to the bathroom. But he stepped out and fell into the water. The 2 fishermen pulled him back into the boat. Look, there's pillars under the water. You walk on the pillars, not in the water.
Big round of applause for Charles Webster. Thank you, Charles. All right. Next performer will be Craig Blevins. And I want to share with you a little bit about deaf culture. It's a genre of literature called the ABC story. It's a story that we create using handshakes, following the alphabet A, B, C in order to convey a story. So, for example, we might use the handshake for the letter A to knock on a door. This will not be voiced for the audience, so enjoy the beauty of an ASL story, ABC story. My story is called The Gospel. This I created about 10 years ago, and it's been developing over the years, and it's very visual and special to me. Thank you very much. Wonderful. Round of applause for Craig, please. Yeah. Now, all of you know the annual event. We have a wonderful imitator that you all know. His name is Roger, right? Roger Green. Now this year he's going to be imitating 5 different people, and let's see if you can guess who they are. Roger, come on up. Give him a big round of applause.
Thanks, Frank. Hello, everybody. Let me introduce
introduce myself here. My name is Roger Green. And I do love coming to Deaf Kiss Fest. I come every year. And I love impersonating famous people. Today I'm going to do 5 for you. They're not going to be real exaggerated, real long. They're going to be short and sweet, and you're going to get them right away. I know it. I believe in you. Okay. So try to figure out who I am. You have to think real hard, maybe. Think yourselves. If you're not real sure, ask someone next to you, Try to cooperatively figure out who I am. And then when I say, guess who I am, I want to see hands in the air. Who was here at the first Deaf Kiss Fest? Okay, I see some hands, I see some people. Okay, great. Okay, hands down, good. All right, number 1. Yeah, number 1. Okay, guess who I am? Come on, oh. Come on, what do you say? Come on. You guys know the ring? The wrestling ring? Picture me in the corner of the ring. And get. I am ready to fight. Okay. Who am I? Who knows? No. Right. The edge. The rest of the edge. You got it. A famous wrestler. He was just recently retired. He had some neck surgery, I believe. But he was very famous back in the day. So, okay, moving on. Number 2. You guys ready? Okay, let me think about how to do this. Gotta be real tricky here for you. Oh, this one's easy, folks. Easy peasy. I really want to trick you, so. This is in honor of Joseph Hill. Joseph, where are you? Oh, there you are. I got it. Okay. Watch me now. Eyes on me. Drag this a little bit. All right. Free throw time. Gotta be ready for this. Second throw. I'm hearing the buzz, the buzzer. Made it. Who knows who I am? I need your full name here. Full name, first and last. No, that's not it. Over here, someone over here. Who's got it? Over here. Oh, looks like it's Shaquille O'Neal. You need the O'Neal part. That was important, not just Shaq. You O'Neal. You guys know who that is. And he also is retired now, but also very famous. Okay, moving down my list. Number 3. I really gotta get tricky here. Just pretend I don't have my facial hair. Okay, and maybe that I'm a little bit younger as well. You know, maybe in the teenage years, little hint. Okay, I'm not bald, I have curly hair. Okay. Pretend that my girlfriend is sitting next to me. Pay attention, pay attention. My girlfriend's name is Topanga. Hint, 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 folks. You're not going to stand up, pay attention. What's going on? Topanga, you're not listening again. Let's get it together here. This is crazy. Calm down, Topanga. Topanga, calm down. Do you want this relationship about? Gee, sometimes I feel like I'm wrong here. I'm just heartbroken. Who am I? Who am I? Let's see some hands. Any last names? Full name here. Corey Matthews. You know, Puppy's World, way back in the day, some of our favorite shows. Oh, I love that character. Okay, number 4. This is a woman. Okay, a woman, actress. Get ready. Open your minds, people. I'm having Roger Green here. Who am I? Who am I? Oh, you're so funny. Stop, stop. That is just so cool. Oh, you got it. You got it. Great job, guys. Okay, this is the last one. The last and final one, number 5. It's number 5, excuse me. It's a woman. Give me just a second. Chat amongst yourselves, folks. Now we've got a countdown on the left side of the stage, folks. 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 28,
32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 42. Where is he? big round of applause. That was a perfect imitation of Glenda, right? And Lavanya was wonderful. All right, now. Okay. Now our next performance is a special performance. It's an original piece created by the performer herself. Elizabeth, come on up here. And it is another ABC story that Elizabeth created for us. Give it up for Elizabeth. Here she is.
Hi, my name is Elizabeth Overman. Today, I'm going to be doing my ABC story. The title is called Alphabet Soup, so see if you can catch the letters.
Job. Oh, that was a beautiful story. She created it herself. Wonderful. Now our next performance is Timothy Hodges. And he has some stories for us from the North Carolina School for the Deaf. Come on up, Timothy.